Goodbye Silverton, it's been fantastic. I've had such a good time here. I spent a week. I stayed in a motel, which was excellent. I think I owed it to myself to stay in a hotel for at least a week on my travels. It was good to have a great bed, brilliant shower, flushing toilet, and a pub right next door. How good was that? And there's so much to see in Silverton. So I spent 5 days, and I've basically seen everything. But every day I was busy. I spent a couple of days in Broken Hill, having a look at a few things, the mine and the sand sculptures, which are all really great. The train station, the very first train station, and yeah, there is a caravan park just before you get into the main town called Penrose Park. So you can camp there, or you can camp at the motel. I prefer the motel purely because it's a motel, and look, the rooms were huge. The beds were it was the best bed I've ever slept in as far as hotels are concerned. So now I'm heading back to Broken Hill, and from there I'm going to Mildura, and I'm going to stay at a Hipcamp there for I think 4 nights, and then I'll slowly start making my way back to Kiama. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, 16 degrees. I've got about 320, I think, hang on, let me check my book. 320 kilometres to Mildura, and I'm staying just outside of Mildura. So yeah, we'll catch up a bit later, and yeah, have a great day. See you later. So I've had a quick quick stop at Mildura. So I'm actually staying in Mildura. I'm staying at a place called, I think it's called Euston, E-U-S-T-O-N. It's about 80 k's out of Mildura, and it's a Hipcamp. It's alongside a river, $10 a night. So yeah, we'll catch up when we get back down there. It's only about an hour or so to get there, and it's about 1 o'clock. So yeah, we'll catch up soon. Okay, so I'll show you where I am. So I've just pulled into this campground. It's called Phil's Bend. It's about, maybe, 400 metres from the main road. So drive down here, and I've got this sandy spot all to myself. So yeah, and look, a nice view of the lake here, or the river I should say, with benches, fire pit over there, and timber was $10. That's the timber I got. Okay, so this is it. Ring the bell, and here we are. So this is great. I've got a table here, so I can keep my cooking utensils on. I've got another bench here for all my timber. Got my fire pit. Got my view. Got my camper trailer. And I went for a walk for about 10 minutes that way. And 10 minutes that way, I went through 2 sites, and no one's at any of them. So I'm basically here on my own again. It's fantastic. How good is it? Brilliant. So I'm going to go have a bit of a look around. So I'm currently in Euston, I think is how you pronounce it. It's Euston, which is in New South Wales. But it's right on the border of Victoria. So I'm now going to Robins Vale, which is in Victoria, and it's 3 minutes down the road. And when I was in Broken Hill, it was on the border of South Australia, so everyone in Broken Hill and in Silverton had 08 numbers, being South Australia. So they sort of class themselves as South Australians, but they're actually in New South Wales. And here I'm in New South Wales, but I'm about to cross over into Victoria. It's just really weird, and the time zones keep fluctuating. In Silverton, still in New South Wales, but I was only half an hour ahead, or half an hour behind New South Wales, and now I'm an hour. It's actually 9 o'clock now, so I'll see what happens when I get to Victoria, when I cross the border. Yeah, so we'll have a look around and see what we can find. There you go, less than 500 meters. Welcome to Victoria. It's incredible. I love it. New South Wales 1 minute, Victoria the next. At Robin Vale, and this is what's called a lock. So it's like a big chamber with gates at each end, and they have lock gears which empty or fill the chamber with water. So locks help a river to be more easily navigatable, easier for boats to travel up and downstream, or for canals to be built across a country that is not level. How cool's that? Yeah, I'd like to see that in action. And behind me is the old unlocking mechanism. We'll go and have a look at that in a sec. Now it's all mechanical. But now they're not, I don't think they actually use it as for boats anymore. They're using it to regulate the water flowing up and down the river. And they also use it to monitor fish. Yeah, pretty cool. So over here is a mechanism they used to open and close those gates we just saw. And here it is here. And they just wind it. Previously used for manual winching of the original timber lock gates, open and closed. And here, this is one of the gates. That's pretty full on. Remains a bottom section of the original timber lock gates, installed in lock in 1935. How cool is that? That's amazing. It's amazing what they did back in 1935. Nice. Let's keep going. So they've got the sprinklers on, so I'm going to get a free car wash. Nice. Now I'll do the driver's door side. Nice. Cheap, aren't I? So this is called the cut. So over here we have, from what I understand, the cut. And over here we have Murray River. And there's approximately 1.2 metres of drop between the cut and the Murray. So over the years, a lot of people, well not a lot, but people have died swimming here because of the strong currents. And look at it, it's pretty full on. Awesome. Right, what's next? Windmill here, which is pretty big. It was erected in 1948 and it is built on a 60-foot or 18.3 metre stand. The wheel is 30 feet or 9.1 metres in diameter, and it used to supply the town of Robinvale. And they're claiming that it's the largest in the southern hemisphere. But I know I'll have to go and check out the dimensions of the one at Boulia in Queensland, because I reckon the one in Boulia is bigger than this. I'll have to check that out. But regardless, it's huge. Massive. Would have to be to supply all the water to Robinvale. Good morning, viewers. Today I'm leaving Euston, New South Wales. It's called Phil's Bend, and I got it through Hipcamp. Really nice people. They left a whole lot of timber for me, but the timber was too big to fit into my my fire pit. So they went out and got me another bag of smaller pieces. So that was really nice. Beautiful campground. And today I'm going to head off to Griffith. I was going to go to Uchuka, in Victoria. Pete, my brother-in-law, suggested I head down there. So I was, but I had a look at the weather. It's got like 19 degrees and overcast, and you know, I don't really want to be stuck in an area there where there's no sun. So I'm going to head to Griffith instead, and I'll go to Euston after Christmas, because there is a Holden Motor Museum there which looks quite interesting. So yeah, we'll check that out next year. So I've got about 350 kilometres in front of me. It's about 3.5-4 hours, so that should be a good drive. And yeah, so what's happening in Griffith? Well, there's quite a few wineries there, and to be honest, I'm kind of over Great Northern. I need to get some decent wine, so Griffith is the place to get it, and that's where I'm going to go. Alright, so yeah, we'll have a good drive. Hope you have a good day, and we'll catch up a little bit later on. Have a good one. So I've arrived at Griffith, and I'm at Griffith Tourist Park, and each site has an ensuite, and it's up to you whether you want to pay the extra money for it. So $35 without a key to the ensuite, $44 with the key to the ensuite. So I've gone for the key. So $44 a night. It's what's today? Tuesday. I'm leaving Friday. That looks alright. We'll go and check out what our ensuite's like. Yeah, it's alright. That's me. Hi, me. Nice shower there. Toilet. That's pretty cool. I've seen it before, the ensuites. Yeah, Griffith, here I am. I've got an ensuite. Nice. Oops. I feel a bit odd here though. Like, there's no one around. Like, there's vans everywhere, cars everywhere, but there's not a single person around. No one. It's really weird. Like, literally. Where is everyone? Yeah, it's strange. You know, when you pull into Caravan Park, there are people everywhere. Not here. Alright, ring the bell. Found our spot. Let's set up. Oh, there's a pool over there. Excellent. It's a beautiful morning. It's about 11 o'clock. It's only 15 degrees. Whereas yesterday when I arrived at 2 o'clock, it was 33 degrees. So go figure that one out. So today we're going to have a look at some wineries. I'm going to go and have a look at, first up, Calibria Family Wines, and see what that's like, and then we'll go to the next one. We'll see you there soon. So I got a Grifith and a Shiraz, and I got this Kings of Prohibition Lucky Luciano. Beautiful label, aged in whiskey barrels. (2021) Shiraz. I'll have to try that later, see what it is. Kings of Prohibition Shiraz is intense yet well balanced with flavours of dark berries, chocolate and savoury French oak. Looks nice, doesn't it? Aged in whiskey barrels. That'd be interesting. Let's see what's next. Okay, next up is Yarran Wines. They've got quite a huge stock of grapevines out there. Alright, this is what we got from Yarran. 21 Cab Sav and a 22 Merlot. Right, what's next? It's $27 each, these bottles. I just had a look at my receipt and she gave me members pricing, which is $13.60. So $27.20 all up. Well, I would have known that, I would have got more. Now I'm going to a place called Multicolour, which is a printing company. It was a competitor of mine when I was at Ultra Labels. Just for shits and giggles, go and have a look and take a selfie out the front of Multicolour. Oh dear. There's a lot of citrus around here. There's citrus everywhere, oranges all over the place. There's a company here called Real Juice. Another customer who I always wanted, could never get, because the prices for their labels are so cheap. You don't make any money out of it at all. So yeah, citrus everywhere. Citrus and wine. I've been in the printing industry for the last 40 years, and the last 23 of those years in the label printing industry. So I've worked for quite a few of the larger companies, and the last 10 years I was doing in sales as a sales rep. Prior to that I was in pre-press and printing, and I hate selling. I absolutely hate it. So I'm so glad I'm out of it. I've quit the printing industry altogether, and when I finish this trip I'll go and do something completely different. But I really want to get into some form of photography or filming or something. So I'm going to do something that I want to do for the last 10-15 years of my working life. I hate selling. So this is welcome to Hermits Cave and Lookout. Hermits Cave Heritage and Archaeological Site is a rare example of a hermit's dwelling. It is a lasting reminder of Valerie Rossetti, the young Italian migrant who lived here as a recluse between 1920 and 1952. Wow, so this guy lived here as a hermit in a cave. Let's go check that out. Look a path here. Maybe not. Oh, keep going. Go into the chapel and we're gonna get married. Is it? Yeah. Part of it. Nice. That's where he lived in there. How cool. I can stand up in here too. That's been sealed off with rocks by him. That's not a rock fall, but they're perfectly placed boulders. Nice. Window there. Beautiful. What's this say? Kitchen. Okay. Oh, okay, this would have been like a little chimney. How cool. What's that there? The letterbox? Maybe, maybe not. Let's go check out the chapel. Right, here's the chapel. A few Bibles here if you want to have a read. Nice up there, isn't it? Another great view. So he lived here for 30 years. How cool's that? Wow. Fantastic.